So, we are going to read my favorite book, Where the Wild Things Are. um, by Maurice Sendak. It's a very, very beat up copy, I know. Okay. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. And another. These illustrations are absolutely beautiful. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without anything to eat. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew. And grew. Let's see. Until his ceiling hung with vines, and the wall became the world all around. The illustrations are so good. I wish I was this good at drawing. Like, yeah. I'm not this good at drawing. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through the night and day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. we're reading my favorite book. Whenever I was a kid. I mean, it's still a favorite of mine. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and wrenched their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Until Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with a magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened, and they called him the most wild thing of all. And made him the king of all wild things. And now Max cried, "Let the wild rompus start!" Rumpus, wild rumpus, wild rumpus, rumpus, rumpus. The wild rumpus continues. They're swinging from branches. I used to be extremely good at monkey bars. Like, really good at monkey bars. I used to compete with my best friend at, like, everything. And monkey bars was one of the things that I competed at with him. He was really good at monkey bars, too. I got good at, like, doing every rung, and then he started doing the swing where you'd, like, swing and grab, like, you'd swing from one and miss a rung, and then you'd grab the next rung, and then you'd use the momentum from your swing to grab the next rung, and so on and so forth. More like a monkey. He was really good at it. I was okay at it. And nowadays, if I'm, like, grabbing monkey bars, it hurts whenever I have no, like, I don't know. Back in the day, there was some swing to it, you know what I mean? Like, now it feels like my hands would just, like, the skin just, like, goes up with, like, the, I don't know, just, like, there's no, I don't know, I don't want to say lubrication, but you want your hands dry, but you don't want your hands to be sticking to the metal, you know what I mean, whenever you're doing your monkey swing or monkey bars. We got them rumpusing some more. "Now stop," Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be somewhere someone loved him best of all. Then all around from far across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being the king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars, clenched their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found supper waiting for him. And it was still hot. Okay, so the book, really good. I want to, this is a very short book to read, so I want to at least give you a little more, you know what I mean? Okay, so comparing this to the movie, Where the Wild Things Are. The movie is nothing like it is a children's book. Don't worry, you can go back and rewatch it from the start if you want to. I'm not going to be on here extremely long. So you'll be able to watch the video on demand very soon. But the movie, nothing like this, really. The movie, like, the kid runs away from home. Well, in the movie, like I said, the kid runs away from home. In the book, he's just sent to his room, and, like, he hides somewhere, and then it turns into Where the Wild Things Are in the movie. Whereas in the book, he just, he doesn't hide. I don't know if he's hiding in his bedroom whenever his mom comes in and sets the stuff down, like his food or whatever. Because, alright, in the book, so he's being bad in the movie and he runs away from home. In the book, he's being bad and he's sent to his room, and while he's in his room, a forest grows and his imagination takes over, essentially. I'm thinking, like, in the book, he's hiding whenever his mom comes in or whoever comes in to give him his supper, and, like, eventually he comes out of hiding, because, like, I don't know. I remember whenever I was a kid and my mom was upset at me, I was scared. Like, yeah. My mom was very, angry. So, like, especially if I didn't eat my food, man. If I didn't eat my food and I was trying to eat cereal instead, ooh boy, she would be so mad. So, I was, like, scared. So I'm, like, wondering if this kid was, like, afraid whenever, like, his mom sent him to his room without food or whatever. And, like, whenever she came in, like, he was hiding or something. I remember one time, I was so afraid that I missed the bus. Man, I thought my mom was gonna, like, destroy me for missing the bus. So, yeah. I can relate. I can relate to the kid. I can relate to the situation. And the movie, I wouldn't recommend. I'd just read the book if I were you. The book's really good. I highly recommend it. And The Giving Tree? No. I've never heard of The Giving Tree. Is it by the same author? Or is it by someone else? Sometimes they, like, put, like, some of their other books, they'll mention them in this. No, I've never read it. Is it good? Is it a picture book? Well, I don't know. I'll have to find it and give it a read. The Giving Tree. Sounds pretty cool. Sounds like it would be sort of interesting. Interesting. There's a story about this dude. I don't remember what the story's called, but it's like it's not a kid's book. It's a story that I heard. I don't remember where I heard it, and I shared it a long, long, long time ago on Facebook. It's about this dude who is an extremely giving guy. He gives away like anything and everything. Um, so like a bunch of people keep asking him for stuff, right? Like they ask him, "Hey, like I don't know." They ask him for a bunch of different stuff. Hey, can I have some money? Blah blah blah. You know, some sad story about how they need money, and he gives them the money that they need, and then like some other person's like, hey, I need this. It's probably like food or something like that, and like he gives them all the food that he has, and then someone walks up, and I think they start asking for like unreasonable things, like his eyesight. Like somehow he gives them his eyesight. This is a story, mind you, so I don't remember the exact details, but he gives them his eyesight, and now he's blind. And then, like, I don't know, he just keeps on giving everything, right? And, like, all these people that are taking all this stuff from him are just using him. They're not they're just using him for his stuff, and he's just trying to be a good person and keep giving and whatnot, and now everybody's just using this guy for his stuff. I remember I shared it a long time ago, and like one of my friends was like, yeah, it's an okay story, but like the not good stuff. The guy like ends up in a forest all by himself or something like this, and I don't remember if like people keep using him. I don't remember. I'd have to look this story up. But like no, it did not get a happy ending in that story. It was just like I think the guy was still happy. Okay, so in the end, I think the guy was happy because he thinks he's made all these friends and whatnot, but in reality, like none of them are his friends or something like that. I'm not for sure. I don't remember the end. I'd have to look it up. It's not good. Um, but there's a couple other books that I could totally read next. That I was thinking about reading. That aren't, well, I could keep doing kids' books if people are interested in kids' books, because I have a good amount of those. Like Goosebumps, I have all of the. I have all the. I can't remember. The Narnia books, dang. I have all the Chronicles of Narnia books. I have a bunch of the Guardians of Galhul books. I have the Wolves of Beyond books. I have a lot of kids' books I could read. But we're not reading a kid's book and we're reading a real book out loud, there's like only a couple real books that I would like to read out loud. And one of them is Jurassic Park. I've never finished Jurassic Park, and let's see, the most I've read is 153. I don't think I've read the Narnia books. I have only watched the movies. Yeah. I've never read the books. I've only watched the movies, and I have some of like, okay, so I hear that there's like a couple different orderings between the books and the movies, and the books. So there's not a couple different. Jurassic Park, gory. I don't know. I read the first 150 pages, and I haven't read a lot about gore yet. I mean, I'm not for sure. Maybe it is gory. Maybe it's hidden gore in the later pages. The Narnia books, there's like a couple different orderings to them. Just the books, not the movies, just the books. I don't know how the movies fare. I don't know if they're following like an ordering of the books or what, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't get far enough into it. Because, like, I think, if I remember correctly, I don't know. Okay, so, I don't know. I know they're on the tram ride currently. Like, they're currently on the tram ride where I'm at, if I remember correctly. And they keep seeing like glimpses of a velociraptor that's like out and about, except it shouldn't be. Alright, well, I'll see you some other time. I was just about ready to get off anyways. Enjoy your sleep. Alright, well, this has been this stream. Until next time.